Welcome to Eagle News. Hello, I'm Brody.
And I'm Joe.
We are so glad you could join us today. In today's episode, we will report about Eversole Run Middle School news, national news, Ohio news, teacher focus, science news, riddles, technology news, and so much more.
In Dublin news, Dublin Youth Athletics is recruiting youth basketball officials for the upcoming season. The DYA Youth Basketball Officials Program is open to grades 8 through 12. Youth officials work games boys 3rd through 6th grade and girls 3rd through 5th grade divisions of the DYA Recreation Basketball League. In regular season, games begin in December and the tournament concludes in early March. Games are played on Saturday mornings and afternoons at elementary and middle schools, gymnasiums, in Dublin School District. Youth officials earn $12 to $15 per game, and the games are normally 45 to 50 minutes and can expect to work 20 to 40 games per season. Registration to become a DYA youth official is open through November 6th. Preseason training clinics take place Sunday in November. All training facilities is licensed by Ohio High School Athletic Association. Officials' additional information regarding training clinics will be emailed to all registered applicants. For more information, visit www.dya.com.
In Eversole News upcoming dates, today parent-teacher conferences will be from 3:30 to 7 p.m. October 6th, parent-teacher conferences from 3:30 to 7 p.m. October 7th, picture retake day. October 12th, PSAT 8th the 9th, 8th grade only.
On this day in history, today in 1908, Henry Ford introduces the Model T car, and it only costs $825.
In language arts news, what is the difference between internal and external conflicts? All conflicts fall into two categories, internal and external. Internal conflicts is when a character struggles with their own opposing desires or beliefs. It happens within them, and it drives their development as a character. External conflicts set a character against something or someone beyond their control. External forces stand in the way of the character's motivations and creates tension as the character tries to reach their goals. Including both internal and external conflicts is critical for a good story because life always includes both. I will remember this when I write my next story.
Fun facts of the day. More human twins are being born now than ever before. And the first person convicted of speeding was only going 8 miles per hour. In Eagle sports news, our student athletes continue to make us proud by their leadership in the school classroom, and representing us well in the field, court, and courses. Last week, our girls cross country picked up a big win over Marysville on Tuesday night. The 7th grade volleyball team beat Davis on Wednesday night. Boys golf was victorious over Olentangy Shanahan on Thursday. Meanwhile, the girls tennis scored a huge road win against Pickerington Lakeview on Thursday night. Great job, all Eversole Eagle athletes. Our Eagle squad continues to drive school spirit in the hallways and on the sidelines. Thank you for all your effort.
Go. Hi, I'm Brody, and this is this weekend's weather. So for Friday, we have a high of 70 and a low of 49 with a 10% chance of rain. On Saturday, we have a high of 68 and a low of 55 with a 10% chance of rain. And on Sunday, we have a high of 70 and a low of 52 with a 20% chance of rain. I'm Brody, and this is this week's weather. In science news, what is air resistance? Here on Earth, we tend to take air resistance for granted. We just assume that when we throw a ball, launch an aircraft, deorbit a spacecraft, that the act of it falling through the atmosphere will naturally slow it down. But what is the reason for this? Just how is air able to slow an object down, whether it is in free fall or flight? Because of our reliance on air travel, our enthusiasm for space exploration, and our love for sports of making things airborne, including ourselves. Understanding air resistance is key to understanding physics and an integral part of many scientific disciplines. As part of the subpneumatic discipline known as fluid dynamics, it flows through the atmospheric and the hydrodynamics physics.
In math news, what is an ordered pair? An ordered pair is a composition of the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate, having two values written in a fixed order within parentheses. It helps us locate the point on a Cartesian plane for visual comprehension. The numeric values of an ordered pair can be in integers or fractions. In the Cartesian plane, we define two-dimensional space with two perpendicular reference lines, namely the x-axis and the y-axis. A point where two lines meet at 0 is the origin point.
In social studies news, what is culture? Culture is the characteristics and knowledge of a particular group of people, emphasizing language, religion, cuisine, social habits, music, and art through the study of culture learnings, understanding how human beings create, learn, share, and adapt to culture, and appreciate the role of culture in shaping their lives and society as well as the lives and society of others. Culture study in geography, history, social studies, and as well as topics across the curriculum.
In National Day calendar news, today is the International Coffee Day, National Homemade Cookies Day, and World Smile Day.
In social and environmental news, what is effective communication? Building good relationship with other people can greatly reduce stress and anxiety in our life. In fact, improving your social support is linked to the better mental health in general, since having good friends can act as a buffer for feelings of anxiety and low mood. However, for some people, their anxiety can contribute to their avoidance of social situations and prevent them from building relationships. This is especially true if you are socially anxious and depressionally want to make friends, but there is either too fearful or to do something unsure about how to reach out to others.
Now it's time for this week's Eagle Recognition Awards. This is this week's Eagle Recognition Award winners.
So for the first one, we got Giada Lara for being service-minded by Miss Browser.
The next one, we got Benji Hokestra for being service-minded by Miss Bearcall.
Next, we got Lexi Daniel for ownership by Miss Keck.
Our next one, we got Bushra Basha for being service-minded and ownership by Miss Jurger.
Last from my side, we got Pete Bendo for being service-minded by Miss Savage.
Last but not least, Landon Onifer for being service-minded by Miss Distrock. In more Eversole Run news, join us at Jerome next Wednesday, October 5th, as us, the 8th grade football team, plays Grizel Middle School once again. Our game's going to be under the lights at Jerome. It's going to be for the Dublin City Schools 8th grade championship. The theme is going to be all white. It's going to start at 6:30, and every single person better be there. Well, that's it for the Eagle News today. If you have a story you'd like to be featured on Eagle News, please let Mr. McNeil know. Here at Eversole, we're creating a community of excellence by being positive, working hard, and respecting the uniqueness of ourselves and each other. See you next week, and have an amazing day.